Hey there, YouTubers. Right, so in this video we're going to talk about retiring from Navy Reserve. Specifically, when are you going to get paid, right? If you have bothered to Google this subject, you'll find the information is not the best. It's kind of disappointing, to be honest with you. Maybe why you're watching this video. So I'm going to run through some calculations I did. I'll show you the formulas I used, and we will, hopefully be able to figure this out together. Now I have pulled this from a lot of different sites. Can't tell you that the information is 100% accurate, but I think it'll at least get you in the ballpark. Okay, so let's go back in time. We're in the year 2022. 2008, prior to that, if you retired from the Navy Reserve, you would not get paid until age 60. You would not get your medical benefits till age 60. Fast forward, 2009. Now, your possibility of getting paid is as early as age 50 if you're a reservist and you did active duty while a reservist, okay? This does not count for doing active duty, then becoming a reservist. That time is not going to count in this calculation. So, same thing with the benefits. You don't get them till age 60. This assumes that you do not have VA disability of 100%. All right. So let's look at a couple of examples here. On the left side, let's say we have E6 and maybe an 05. All right, on the left. So you get enlisted at age 18, do 20 years, retired at age 38. Earliest you can get paid is 50. The latest you will get paid is 60. Now notice that asterisk. Did you send your paperwork in, right? If you haven't done the paperwork, then good luck. You will not get paid till they get that paperwork. So you could be waiting a couple years. At some point, they will actually fine you. So you'll want to get that in. Don't wait too long. I think you have at least a couple years. Medical benefits, like I said earlier, you won't get those till age 60. Now let's say you were an officer, you're commissioned at age 34, you retired 20 years later at age 54. The earliest you can get paid is 54. Latest you'll get paid is 60. Once again, did you send in your paperwork? Medical benefits won't start until 60, assuming you don't have VA disability. And basically, whether you're an officer or enlisted, it's the same deal, right? All right, let's look at this spreadsheet. Now, there's a lot of details about this, folks. Some of it, finding out if it's accurate. What I do remember before is the orders that counted were Title 10 and Title 32. Now, whether that actually includes all of the different types of ADT is another story. Definitely includes IAs. Should include ADSW. I believe it includes ADOS. And, certain types of ADT, maybe not all of them. Doesn't include AT, doesn't include your drill weekends, doesn't include ADPs, all right? So what are we looking at here, folks? I didn't make this thing all nice and pretty, but hopefully you'll be able to follow along with it. So I've got different columns. We'll talk about each one of those. And just for the hell of this example, let's say you're born in 1972. You're commissioned in 2007. The earliest you could retire is age 55. And that would occur in 2027. And the age you're going to hit 60 is 2032, okay? 60 converted in months is 720, and there's what it is in years. This column here doesn't necessarily matter for this, but I do have it in here. Don't necessarily need it for these calculations, but I wanted to have track months. So what else do we have? Well, we have the year column, like I said. We have this age in months. We have this age in years. These are the length of the AD period in months. So this is exact length. So this could say, 13.25, 13 and a half. Then we have this same thing rounded down to the nearest 3-month increment. So 13 becomes 12, okay? 6 is 6. So this is divisible by 6. This one is not. And if you do, it leaves 1 month remainder on there, right? 24 is divisible, 12 is divisible, 6 is divisible, 10 rounded down to 9, and then 11 and a half, which really sucks that you didn't get your 12 months in. That is rounded down to 9. So assuming these are all different years, and I read at some point, I thought that this was on a rolling 2-year window, but I have not seen that since. So it may just be per calendar year, per fiscal year. Now, before we look at this in further detail, if somehow these two were back to back and you actually got to put part of this into this year, instead of only getting 18 months credit, you may end up with 21 months. Okay, so that could happen. Some of these you may benefit by them being near each other, but that is you know, the way this goes. Understanding that aspect is maybe a little hole here, right? So if you have an IA and you don't have it all in one fiscal year, maybe you have 2 months in one year and the other 11 in the other, do you get completely shafted on that? That is a good question, folks. That's where there's some holes in this spreadsheet, okay? All right, so let's go back here. Born 1972, commissioned 2007, age 55 at retirement, and age 60 is 2032. But we want to get paid before that, right? So unlike the example of somebody doing 20 years and not doing a significant active duty, this person has done quite a bit, right? I didn't want to just make one little example. I wanted to do, you know, quite a few in here. So just to show you this formula, these are fixed, right? But this guy is not. Here's the formula. And basically what we're doing, we're taking 720, we are subtracting this value and then dividing it by 12 to convert it back to years. All right, so we did this 11.5 month ADSW. That we got credit really for 9 months for the early retirement. Now I can retire basically at 59 years and 3 months. We do an IA, 10 months. I only get credit for 9 of those months. All right. Now I'm able to retire at 58 and a half. And so, you know, the difference between this and that is quite a bit of money if you've got a lot of points. All right. So that's something great that Uncle Sam did for us, or Congress. Do a 6-month ADT. Now I'm able to retire at age 58 in the year of 2030. Maybe later on I do 12-month ADOS orders. Now I'm looking at 57 in the year 2029. Maybe I pick up these awesome orders to Hawaii, Guam, wherever, 24 months. Now I'm able to retire at age 55 in the year 2027. Now, let's look at this, folks. Can I actually retire? Well, this is my 20-year mark right here for this example. So that is potentially all we needed to get there, right? Now, we love active duty so much. Maybe we do 6-month ADSW. This value does not count anymore, right? And maybe I do a 13-month IA and get that down. So realistically, you probably could toss these out, right? Because it's not going to happen unless somehow they change things up and you don't have to do 20 years. This person basically could retire in 2027, 20 years of service based on this. Now, that assumes that they get credit for all these things and that your DD-214 is correct. And, you know, I don't know who keeps track of those orders. That may be one of those things where you just wonder if it will come out in the end. But hopefully, if all goes well, this person will retire, be able to retire in 2027 if they choose. So Hey, thanks for checking out the video. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you.